India's performance at the Olympics so far has left a lot to be desired. While having a large population is seen to be an obvious advantage, the second most populous country in the world has consistently underperformed. India is even outperformed by smaller and poorer nations like Ethiopia, Kenya, and North Korea. With 9 gold, 7 silver and 12 bronze medals, India has won 28 medals since Olympics in 1900 and ranks 53rd in the overall medal tally. The Indian hockey team dominated the Olympics from 1928 to 1936, winning 3 titles. Their domination also continued post-independence when India beat Great Britain in the finals of the 1948 Summer Olympics to land the first gold medal for India as an independent nation. India has won 8 medals in hockey post-independence, including 5 gold. India's tennis sensation Leander Paes won bronze at the Atlanta Olympics in 1996. This came after India returned without a medal from 3 successive Olympics. Following Leander Paes' heroics, Indian athletes started winning medals in several disciplines, from Karnam Malleshwari's bronze at the Sydney Olympics to Rajyavardhan Rathor's silver in Athens 2004 and Abhinav Bindra's gold medal triumph in 2008. India's performance has seen a slow but steady improvement. India also won medals in wrestling, boxing and badminton in the following Olympics, with the London Olympics being the best ever, where India bagged 6 medals. India is expecting an improved performance in the Tokyo Olympics, especially after bagging just 2 medals at the Rio Olympics. And these are the disciplines where India expects podium finishes. With a 15-member squad, shooting remains India's best chance of winning a bunch of medals. The current squad is filled with young prodigies who are eager to make a name at the biggest stage of them all. A case in point is Saurabh Chaudhary. He burst onto the world stage at the 2018 Asian Games where he won gold. Since then, he has won 5 gold at the ISSF World Cups along with a gold medal at the Junior Olympics.
2015 में मैंने शूटिंग अपना स्टार्ट किया था। हमारे पास के गांव में ही एक शूटिंग एकेडमी है, वहाँ पे मैंने स्टार्ट किया। मेरी फैमिली ने भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट किया मुझे। उन्होंने खुद ही कहा कि जब तुझे इतना पसंद है तो ट्राई करना चाहिए। तो मैं वहाँ पे गया, वहाँ पे मैंने ट्राई किया, फिर मुझे अच्छा लगने लगा, धीरे धीरे करते गया और जैसे जैसे धीरे धीरे करते गए ऐसे ऐसे रिजल्ट अच्छा आता गया।
Along with Saurabh Chaudhary, youngsters Divyansh Singh Panwar and Elevenil Valarivan are the highest ranked in the 10-meter air rifles, men's and women's respectively. Indian wrestlers have recently seen some success in world tournaments, and a closer look at the wrestlers who qualified for Tokyo Olympics reveals the secret. All the 7 wrestlers hail from Haryana, where dangal happens on the mat in the Olympic style and not on mud. This makes it easier for wrestlers from the state to adapt to the challenge. India's medal hopes will be pinned on Vinesh Phogart, a member of the illustrious Phogart family. She will look to overturn her disappointing performance in Rio, where she had to bow out due to an injury.
जिम्मेदारी तो बिल्कुल आती है क्योंकि फैमिली ने जो काम स्टार्ट किया है वो खत्म करना है और वो जो सपना ओलंपिक्स का लेके स्टार्ट किया था वो जब मेडल आएगा उसके बाद ही शायद खत्म होगा।
Going into the Tokyo Olympics, this is one of the few disciplines where India could win a medal in 3 consecutive Olympics. But the men's doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty can also not be written off. The pair won the Thailand Open Super 500, becoming the first Indian pair to win the title. The duo also broke into the top 10 in the world with a career best ranking of 7. What makes them a promising prospect is that they didn't let COVID-19 affect their form as they reached the semi-finals in 2 of the 4 tournaments they played recently. India is sending a 228-member strong contingent for the Tokyo Olympics. This includes 119 athletes and 109 officials. Out of the 119 athletes, 67 are male and 52 are female. Here are the top 5 athletes who are expected to bring glory to India. The performance of Indian athletes in track and field competitions has never been up to the mark. But this medal drought could end with Neeraj Chopra. Javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra first burst into the national reckoning in 2016 when he created a new junior world record. His brilliance was on display in 2020 when he took part in only one tournament in 2020 and booked his place in the Olympics. Chopra also set a new national record of 88.07 at the Indian GP3 in 2021.
हमारा यही सफर है, कुछ साल का हमारा करियर होता है और हमको अपने आप को मोटिवेट करना होता है। तो मेरा 1 साल इसकी वजह से खराब हो गया था क्योंकि मैंने तैयारी काफी की थी वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप के लिए और एशियन चैंपियनशिप के लिए, लेकिन इंजरी की वजह से वो उसमें दिक्कत होगी। फिर मैंने अपना पूरा फोकस ओलंपिक पे किया और अब दोबारा से कमबैक किया।
Teenage sensation Manu Bhaker has multiple podium finishes under her belt and is currently ranked world number 2. Bhaker has been in splendid form of late, winning a gold at the Asian Shooting Championship and is poised to continue her winning streak come the Olympics. She, along with Saurav Chaudhary, are favourites to win a medal for the country. They have paired together 4 times and have won each time. Mary Kom returned home with a bronze in the 51 kg category from London 2012 Olympics. The 6-time flyweight world champion will hope to replicate her performance in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics as well. This may also be the last time we see magnificent Mary at the highest level. PV SIndhu could fetch another Olympic medal in Tokyo. Sindhu recently reached the finals of the Swiss Open, followed by a semi-final entry in the All England Open Badminton Championships. But despite recent wins, her consistency has dipped. Often considered as a big match player, the country's expectation will be on her to win her 2nd medal at the Games.
I'm sure, the pressure is always going to be there. You can't deny that. But it's just that, when you think about that, that would add extra pressure. Rather, you just go onto the court with the mindset where, you just have to do well and give your best.
Deepika Kumari reclaimed her world number 1 status after winning gold at the Archery World Cup. After a disappointing outing at Rio 2016, she will be hungry to make amends. In the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, India will be without many athletes who could have brought glory to the nation. One of the biggest heartbreak of the Rio Olympics was Dipa Karmakar, who missed a medal by 0.15 points. But her performance was enough to push Deepa into celebrity status. However, injuries plagued the gymnast from Agartala, and even though she recovered in time for the qualification tournaments, the pandemic hit and all the competitions were cancelled. In place of Deepa, India's Olympic hopes now rest on the shoulders of Pranati Nayak. Sakshi Malik scripted the biggest comeback in the 2016 Olympics. Despite losing her quarter-final, Sakshi made the most of her second chance, winning a bronze. However, contrary to expectations, Sakshi Malik had to settle for a bronze at the Commonwealth Games 2018 as well. Her bad form continued at the Asian Games, where Sakshi returned empty-handed. Sushil Kumar, once the most decorated Olympian, is now an accused in a murder case. The wrestler was named in an FIR in connection with the murder of a 23-year-old wrestler, Sagar Dhankar. It was alleged that Sushil and his associates beat up Dhankar in the parking area of a stadium, leading to his death. The Olympian went missing and a lookout notice was issued, following which he was arrested. The Olympics will not only be a test for the athletes, but also the government's commitment towards developing sports in the country. The hopes of an entire nation now rest on these 126 athletes.